Dear students, let us study the failure mode and effect analysis. Failure mode and effect analysis is a method of investigation for determining how a product or service or process or a system might fail and likely effects of particular modes of failure. For example, a machine or structure might fail physically as a result of a faulty part or user behavior. Failure mode, the ways or modes in which something might fail. Failures or any errors or defects, especially ones that affect the customers and can be potential or actual. Effect analysis refers to studying the consequences of those failures. Now, let us understand what is potential failure mode. A potential failure mode is a cause of failure or one possible way a system can fail. When a system has many potential ways of failing, it has multiple failure modes or competing risk. Failure mode and effect analysis is a methodology for analyzing causes of failure and understanding their frequency and impact. Now, what is the purpose of failure mode and effect analysis? The purpose of failure mode and effect analysis is to take actions to eliminate or reduce failures, starting with the highest priority ones. Failure mode and effect analysis also document current knowledge and actions about the risk of failure for use in continuous improvement. Failure mode and effect analysis is used during design to prevent failures. Now, what are the types of failure mode and effect analysis? The first one is the process failure mode and effect analysis. It is also called as PFMEA. Process or potential failure mode and effect analysis may be used where a process needs to be evaluated for potential failures, maybe a manufacturing or transactional process. It focuses on manufacturing and assembly processes. The second one is design failure mode and effect analysis. It focuses on components and subsystems, generally used in research development, where designs are analyzed for potential weaknesses. The third one is system failure mode and effect analysis. The system failure mode and effect analysis is used to evaluate system issues that cross corporate functions. It focuses on the global system functions. The fourth one is service failure mode and effect analysis. It focuses on service functions. The fifth one is software. The software failure mode and effect analysis focuses on software functions. Now, what is system failure mode and effect analysis? It is the highest level of an entire system that is made up of various subsystems. The focus is on system-related deficiencies, including system safety, system integration, interfaces or interactions between subsystems or with other systems, interactions with surrounding environment. Now, the second one is design failure mode and defect analysis is a methodical approach used for identifying potential risks introduced in a new or changed design of a product or service. The design failure mode and effect analysis is initially identifies designs, functions, failure modes and their effects on the customers with corresponding severity ranking or danger of the effect. The third one is process failure mode and effect analysis is a methodical approach used for identifying risk on process changes. The process failure mode and effect analysis initially identifies process functions, failure modes, and their effects on the processes. If there are design inputs or special characteristics, the effect on the end user also included. For fourth one, that is service failure mode and effect analysis is a structured procedure for identifying and preventing service-related product failures, that is, due to improper installation, operation, maintenance, or repair. The purpose of service failure mode and effect analysis is to ensure service tools will perform as required. The fifth one, that is software failure mode and effect analysis. It is a proactive approach to detect prevention and can be applied to software development processes. This process is used to improve software quality, reduce cost of quality or cost of poor quality, and detect density. Now let us understand how failure mode and effect analysis is used. The purpose of failure mode and effect analysis is to take actions to eliminate or reduce failures starting with the highest priority number. Failure mode and effect analysis is used during design to prevent failures. Later, it is used for control before and during ongoing operations of the processes. Now, the steps involved in failure mode and effect analysis. There are 7 or 10 steps involved in failure mode and effect analysis, depending upon the severity of the problem. Depending upon the solution to be given, the steps vary. Now, the first step is list potential failures or emergency modes. Second step, describe impact of the failures. Determine failure severity. Determine likelihood of failures. Step number 5, determine detection rate of failure. Step number 6, prioritize the case based on risk priority numbers, that is RPNs. The last step is take action to reduce the risk. Along with these some other 3 steps could also be included. Now, the first step, review the process and list the process steps and key process inputs. This can be derived from process maps, cause and effect diagram, brainstorming sessions, or existing process data. Step number 2, brainstorming all the expected potential failure modes for each key process input, that it can be in physical or technical terms, not as symptoms noted by customers. Step number 3, list the potential cause or causes for this failure mode. Maybe the several causes for such failures. Here, consider the operating conditions as potential causes. The next step is list the controls that are existing in place to detect the cause of failure mode. Step number 5, rate the severity of failure effect the customer experiences in a scale of 1 to 10. That is, 1 being no effect and 10 being the hazardous without warning. Determine how often the cause of failure mode occurs and rate the occurrences in a scale 1 to 10. That is, 1 being unlikely to 10 being almost inevitable. Determine the effective current controls to detect the causes of failure and rate the detection criteria in a scale of 1 to 10. That is, 1 being effective detection and 10 being no detection. Step number 6, which is very, very important, that is calculation of RPN, that is risk priority number. It is calculated by multiplying severity, occurrence and detection together. The highest RPN would be 1000 and lowest is the 1. Step number 7, establish the current action plans which help to minimize the risk to the customers by using RPN value. Recommended actions can only impact the detections or occurrences. Severity will remain the same until and unless the product or service or information is used for different intent. Identifying the person responsible to complete the recommended action with target date. Once the action taken, list the specific actions taken along with actual completion date. Calculate or re-evaluate the resulting RPN based on completion action. After finishing the above mentioned steps, sort the RPN numbers and identify most critical issues and where to focus first. Thank you.